This film looks at the amazing wildlife that can be seen in the Florida wetlands. Wetlands are areas where water is either at or near the surface of the soil for varying periods of time during the year. Cypress sloughs are swamps that are dominated by bald cypress trees that grow in the water. Growing on the cypress trees are large patches of lichens and air plants which have no attachment to the ground. Wetlands are full of surprises, such as the sighting of a red-bellied woodpecker. It takes careful searching to find a banded water snake hiding in the undergrowth. This aquatic, non-venomous snake preys mainly on fish and frogs. The bizarre-looking roseate spoonbill is recognized by its big spoon-shaped bill. Like the flamingo, its bright pink plumage tones are diet-derived mainly from crustaceans. The elegant great egret hunts in the classic heron fashion, standing immobile or wading through the wetlands to capture fish with a deadly jab of their yellow bill. Great egrets were hunted nearly to extinction for their plumes in the late 19th century for ladies' hats, which sparked conservation movements to protect the birds. Egrets must take care when hunting not to become hunted by the reptiles, including alligators and the invasive Burmese python. At times, alligators rest on river bottoms, patiently waiting for an opportunity to snaffle either a fish or other aquatic prey. Fish and other aquatic prey taken in the water or at the water's edge form the major part of an alligator's diet. American alligators are considered the apex predator throughout their range. They are opportunistic, and their diet is determined largely by both their size, age, and size and availability of prey. Most American alligators eat a wide variety of animals, including invertebrates, fish, birds, turtles, snakes, amphibians, and mammals. The invasive Burmese pythons are occasionally prey of the alligators, but at times its tables are turned, and the pythons crush and devour an alligator. Venturing into the wetland in a canoe allows one to see more of the flora and fauna. Unfortunately, Florida is home to many invasive species, such as the python and the iguana. These were introduced by irresponsible people who tired of their pets and released them into the wild. Most of the invasives are now well established and close to impossible to eradicate. The Florida red-bellied cooter is a mainly herbivorous turtle that can be found in nearly any type of aquatic habitat. It feeds on a variety of aquatic plants. Nearby the cooters basking in the sun was the most famous resident of the Cypress Slough, an American alligator. Large male alligators are solitary territorial animals. An average adult American alligator's weight and length is 790 pounds or 360 kilograms and 13 feet or 4 meters. Alligators are carnivorous. They have very strong jaws that can crack a turtle shell. They swallow small prey whole, but if the prey is large, they will bite it and then spin on the long axis of their bodies to tear off easily swallowed pieces. This is known as a death roll. Southern Florida is the only place where both alligators and crocodiles live side by side. However, seeing a crocodile is rare. We were lucky to see a clutch of American alligator hatchlings. Their yellow striping is temporary camouflage to blend in with the marsh grasses and rays of sunlight slanting through the grasses. Less than half will survive to the end of their first year. The musk turtle gets its name from the strong pungent musk released from glands near the neck. This strong musk scent gives the turtle its other common name, namely stinkpot. The Everglades is a huge wetland in southern Florida that forms a slow-moving river 60 miles or 97 kilometers wide and over 100 miles or 160 kilometers long. It flows southwards across the limestone shelf to Florida Bay at the southern end of the state. Apart from the fascinating fauna of the wetlands, there is equally fascinating flora such as the trees draped with Spanish moss. If one is lucky, a snake can be spotted hiding in the ground vegetation. The great blue heron is a beautiful but deadly wetland hunter that ruthlessly spears prey on its beak before swallowing it whole. The anhinga or devil bird is a most fascinating water bird. Unlike most water birds, the anhinga doesn't have waterproof feathers. While that may seem to be a disadvantage given their watery lifestyle, their wet feathers and dense bones help them to slowly submerge their bodies underwater so they can slyly stalk fish. Back on shore with its catch, the anhinga swallowed the fish whole and chased it down with a drink of water. After every dip, the anhinga strikes a regal pose on the edge of the water, with its silvery wings outstretched, head held high to dry its waterlogged feathers. Once dry, it's ready to take to the skies. The bright, beautiful colors of the corn snake makes it easy to mistake it for a venomous snake, when in fact it is a non-venomous constrictor that kills small prey by constriction. The beautiful butterflies are hard to image as they flitter about in a seemingly random pattern. As the eastern screech owl is supremely camouflaged and hides in tree crannies throughout the day, sighting one was great.
He's got his eyes wide open. You see him? Ears moving. Oh, he's shaking his head. He's got an itch on his ear.
Owls are just one of the numerous species of beautiful raptors that are found in the wetlands year-round. The term raptor refers to predatory birds that hunt other animals for food. They are also known as birds of prey. There are many more wonderful creatures yet to be seen in the Florida wetlands. If you enjoyed this film, please subscribe and like. There are many more similar films available on my channel.